Welcome to our channel. Let's uncover the life story of Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, a man whose journey from a small-town newspaper boy to one of the world's wealthiest individuals isn't just about money. It's about the relentless pursuit of wisdom, the power of compound interest, and the extraordinary patience that can transform pennies into billions. This is the story of how a young boy from Nebraska became the most successful investor in history, and why his greatest asset wasn't his wealth, but his character. Picture this. It's 1930, and the world is drowning in the Great Depression. While families across America struggle to put food on the table, a baby is born in Omaha, Nebraska, who will one day become synonymous with American capitalism itself. Warren Edward Buffett entered this world on August 30th, 1930, to Howard and Layla Buffett. His father wasn't just any ordinary man. Howard Buffett was a stockbroker and later a congressman, a man who understood the language of money and markets. But more importantly, he was a man of unwavering integrity who would plant the seeds of ethical business practices in his son's mind. From the very beginning, Warren showed an unusual fascination with numbers and money. While other kids played with toys, young Warren was calculating compound interest in his head. At just 6 years old, he was already displaying the entrepreneurial spirit that would define his entire life. He bought 6 packs of Coca-Cola for 25 cents and sold individual bottles for a nickel each, making a profit of 5 cents per pack. This wasn't just child's play. This was the birth of a business mind that would revolutionize investing forever. The Buffett household wasn't wealthy, but it was rich in values. Warren's mother, Layla, was a strong-willed woman who taught her children the importance of hard work and persistence. His father's influence was equally profound. Howard Buffett believed in doing the right thing, even when it wasn't popular or profitable. These values would become the foundation of Warren's investment philosophy and personal character. As Warren grew older, his obsession with business intensified. At age 11, he made his first stock purchase, 3 shares of City Service Preferred stock for $38 per share. When the stock dropped to $27, the young investor learned his first harsh lesson about market volatility. But when it eventually rose to $40, he sold, only to watch it soar to $200. This early experience taught him patience, a virtue that would become his greatest weapon in the investing world. The teenage years brought more entrepreneurial adventures. Warren delivered newspapers, sold golf balls, and even operated pinball machines in barbershops. By age 15, he had saved over $2,000, a substantial sum for a teenager in the 1940s. But money wasn't his only passion. Warren devoured books about investing and business. He read everything he could get his hands on, from technical analysis to the works of Benjamin Graham, who would later become his mentor and father figure in the world of value investing. Warren's academic journey led him to the University of Nebraska, where he completed his undergraduate degree in just 3 years. But his real education came when he discovered Benjamin Graham's book, The Intelligent Investor. This book didn't just change his perspective on investing, it changed his life. Graham's philosophy of value investing, buying undervalued companies and holding them for the long term, resonated with Warren's patient nature and analytical mind. Determined to learn from the master himself, Warren applied to Harvard Business School, but was rejected. Looking back, he considers this rejection one of the best things that ever happened to him, because it led him to Columbia Business School, where Benjamin Graham was teaching. Under Graham's tutelage, Warren refined his investment philosophy and developed the discipline that would make him legendary. After graduation, Warren worked briefly for his father's brokerage firm before moving to New York to work for Graham's investment company. But the real turning point came in 1956 when he returned to Omaha and started his own investment partnership with just $100 of his own money. This was the beginning of what would become the most successful investment career in history. The early years of the Buffett partnership were marked by consistent, spectacular returns. While other investors chased hot stocks and market trends, Warren stuck to his principles of buying undervalued companies with strong fundamentals. His patience and discipline paid off handsomely. By 1965, he had gained control of a failing textile company called Berkshire Hathaway, transforming it into his investment vehicle and one of the most valuable companies in the world. Warren's investment philosophy was deceptively simple: buy wonderful companies at fair prices and hold them forever. He famously said his favorite holding period was forever, and he meant it. Companies like Coca-Cola, American Express, and See's Candies became long-term holdings that generated enormous returns over decades. His ability to see value where others saw problems, combined with his unwavering patience, created wealth on an almost unimaginable scale. But Warren's true genius wasn't just in picking stocks. It was in understanding human psychology and market behavior. He bought when others were selling in panic and remained calm when others were euphoric. During market crashes, while investors fled in terror, Warren saw opportunities. His famous quote, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful," became a cornerstone of successful investing. The 1970s and 1980s saw Warren's reputation grow from successful investor to investment legend. His annual letters to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders became must-read documents in the financial world, filled with wisdom, humor, and insights that went far beyond investing. He democratized investment knowledge, making complex financial concepts accessible to ordinary people. Warren's personal life has been marked by both joy and complexity. He married Susan Thompson in 1952, and they had 3 children together: Susie, Howard, and Peter. However, their marriage faced challenges, and Susan moved to San Francisco in 1977 to pursue her own interests, though they remained married until her death in 2004. During this period, Warren lived with Astrid Minks, who became his companion, and later his second wife in 2006. Despite his enormous wealth, Warren has maintained a remarkably modest lifestyle. He still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. He drives modest cars, eats at McDonald's, and drinks cherry Coke. This frugality isn't about being cheap. It's about understanding that true wealth comes from what you don't spend, not what you earn. Warren's philanthropic efforts are as legendary as his investing prowess. In 2006, he pledged to give away 99% of his wealth to charity, primarily through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This commitment to giving back has inspired other billionaires to make similar pledges through the Giving Pledge initiative. Today, at 93 years old, Warren Buffett's net worth is estimated at over $100 billion, making him one of the wealthiest individuals in human history. But more than his wealth, his legacy lies in the principles he has championed: integrity, patience, continuous learning, and the importance of doing good while doing well. What can we learn from Warren Buffett's journey? His story teaches us that success isn't about quick wins or market timing. It's about consistency, discipline, and the courage to stick to your principles, even when everyone else is doing something different. He shows us that true wealth isn't measured just in dollars, but in the positive impact we have on others in the world around us. Warren Buffett's life reminds us that the greatest investment we can make is in ourselves, in our knowledge, our character, and our relationships. His journey from a newspaper boy in Omaha to the Oracle of Omaha proves that with the right mindset, unwavering principles, and extraordinary patience, anyone can achieve remarkable success. If you enjoyed this journey through the extraordinary life of Warren Buffett, like, comment, and subscribe for more legendary life paths, only on Celeb Path.